evening, friends and neighbors. Or shall I say this afternoon?
Welcome back to the Detroit Tigers franchise on MLB the Show. I'm your host, longtime listener. Be sure to hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and comment below. We have got World Series activity on tap for you in this one. Game 1 will feature Shohei Ohtani, basically the face of Major League Baseball at this point, and Casey Mize, who arguably should have won the American League Cy Young. I actually want to look at what Shohei did this season statistically before we jump into this game. He is a 96 overall. He doesn't have tremendous stamina, but it's not bad. And he's got nasty enough stuff that if he's, being efficient, he can still get pretty deep into the ball game. So we're going to want to be pretty careful with our approach at the plate. Now, statistically, he pitched 206 innings, started 33 games, went 11 and 10 with, average numbers here, but 226 strikeouts is really impressive. Offensively, he also played every single game, which is crazy impressive considering he started 33 games as the starting pitcher and started every single other game in the outfield for them and hit 272 with 36 home runs. That is just crazy. Well, that's what we get to deal with in this one. So, let's get ready for game 1, and we're going to quick manage this one. And the strategy here, if we look at the rotation, it's Mize, Rodriguez, Turnbull, and Skubal. Rodriguez is the only one that we haven't seen pitch yet in the postseason, so we're going to simulate game 1, play game 2, and then I figure we'll probably come around to Casey Mize. And also, one strategic thing that I'm kind of considering here is if we are up big or down big in any game, I'm going to try and go to the bullpen early and consider a 3-man rotation throughout the series, hoping that we can get 3 games out of Casey Mize. Turnbull would probably be the odd man out, but it might depend on what we see in the lineups from them. So, like, if we go out and get shelled with Mize on the mound, that's not a good sign for Spencer Turnbull. We would definitely start Tarek Skubal. But we'll figure that out as we go. But it is something that I am considering, is trying to work a 3-man rotation in this series. So here we go. Casey Mize on the hill. Don't need to worry about any changes offensively. The only thing that I will point out, Jonah Perez still not quite getting it going, and then same with Austin Meadows. I feel like he's been doing better than that, but whatever. And Riley Green has been awful. Stevenson has struggled. Mondesi is arguably the MVP, hitting .556 in the playoffs with a home run, 7 RBIs, and a bunch of stolen bases. Devers would probably win it because of his home run numbers and his RBIs. But he's got 11 RBIs, and Mondesi's got 7 when the guys in front of him aren't doing anything. So he has been very impressive for us, to say the least. Oh, wait. Here we go. Game 1. I don't even know who Tyler Black is. We got him out. Willie Adames has to be getting up there in age. Kettle Marte, double. Let's pitch around Yelich.
3.
And he went after one. There we go.
3. Ball 4. Take your base.
Oh, make it hurt. Yes! Austin Meadows. Oh, here we go. 3 runs, all unearned. That is huge. Don't give it back to him. There we go. I'm going to try and stay aggressive here.
He's safe!
Dang it. All right, we got him in. That is big. 4-0.
Ball 4. Take your base.
No.
3.
All right.
3. Take your base. Ball 4.
Dang it. No. All right. Mize is doing a good job getting out of trouble.
3. 3. 3.
Uh-oh.
3.
All right, he gave me 6 scoreless. We're up 4-0. It is risky. Okay, Lauer's coming in. He's left-handed. Riley Green has been awful. We're going to go ahead and go to Victor Reyes, hoping for an RBI single here. Dang it. Stevenson's been terrible. We're going to go to Eric Haas. Dang it. All right. So, Mize,
the catcher.
I'm going to give him these 2 hitters. He's got 2 righties.
Ball 4, take your base.
And now I'm going to go to... Matt Strahm here, thinking he can face these next 4 hitters, and then I can get him out of there.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Tigers.
How good is Willie
Number
Adames
55,
against lefties? He's got some
Matt
pop.
Strahm.
But I don't think I want to take my chances with the next 2 guys, so we got to come after him. There we go. Good job. Huge. I shouldn't have even left Akil Baddoo hit there. He gets a double off of the lefty.
3.
And now it's 5-0. 6-0.
3.
We're going to go... Brandon Webb can face 2 hitters here. No, come on. No! No! Oh, no. It's interesting now. Nelson's right-handed.
He's safe.
I don't have a way to pinch hit for Haas because I don't have any other
3.
catchers.
Ball 4, take your base.
Oh, come on, Akil Baddoo.
3.
Dang it. Okay, we got the win. Now, Webb was not good in this ball game. If we look at the box score, he had his worst outing as a professional. 3 earned on 3 hits. And no strikeouts. And he faced 4 batters. That's the more crazy thing. But good job by Givens and Chafin to come in and save the day. That is a big win for us. And it is now going to be... let's go ahead and advance. And then shut this guy up. So Woodruff against Rodriguez. So 2 veterans here, righty versus lefty.
Welcome to the show,
and this is a massive game. If we can pick up both wins at home and go back to Milwaukee with a 2-game edge, you feel a lot better about your chances than if it's a split. So sit tight. We're going out to Comerica for Game 2 of the 2024 World Series. And here we are in Detroit, Michigan. It's the Tigers and the Brewers. Game 2 of the 2024 World Series while the Tigers look for their first World Championship in 40 years. They've got a 1-game advantage as they took Game 1 6-4 at home yesterday. And now they turn to the lefty, Eduardo Rodriguez, in Game 2. Now, he's been sort of average, I guess, so far in the postseason, but a very solid starting pitcher. Can definitely give him some length and usually very good at limiting damage and avoiding big innings. Doesn't strike out a ton of guys, but we'll see how he fares in this one. Christian Yelich to lead things off. 2-2 slider got him swinging, and a good start for Rodriguez as he registers the K to start the ball game. Then it's next batter, Tyler Black, slicing a flare into left center field. That'll get down for a base hit, and the Brewers have the first base runner of the ball game. It's a man on with 1 away. Next up is going to be Kettle Marte. 1-2 pitch to him is a circle change down out of the zone. He swings and misses, down on strikes for the 2nd out of the inning, and it brings up Shohei Ohtani. 2-1 to him, chopped up the middle. Baez Fields goes to first with it and gets him, and that's it for the Brewers. They strand a runner, and they are held scoreless in the top of the first. On to the bottom of the first, and we get a look at the starting pitcher for the Brewers. It's Brandon Woodroof, a hard-throwing righty. He's got nasty stuff, but his tendency is to miss down the middle of the strike zone. He avoids walks very well, but sometimes gets himself in trouble by refusing to kind of pitch around guys once he gets into trouble. Now, first batter of the ball game, is Baddoo, and he goes down on strikes. An 8-pitch at bat, but he chased a fastball up out of the zone, and he's down on strikes. Then it's Andrew Benintendi, 3-1. He rips a fastball down the right field line that hooks into the corner. Benintendi turns and heads for second, and he's got a double. And the Tigers, with a runner in scoring position here, one away in the bottom of the first. Jonah Perez now with 2 down. Ground ball through the right side. Diving try, but it does get through. Here comes the throw to the plate. It is up the line, and Benintendi scores. So the Tigers lead 1-0, but a good throw to second to nail Perez, trying to get into scoring position on the tail end of that play. But he comes up with an RBI single, and the Tigers with an early lead. It's 1-0 after 1. Rodriguez back to work with 1 away. Catches Urias looking at a fastball down and in. He's down on strikes. That's the second out of the inning and third K for Rodriguez. Next batter, Tyrone Taylor, pulled the string and got him swinging. Back-to-back Ks for Rodriguez as he looks sharp so far in this one. Now to the bottom of the second, 1 away for Baez. 2-seamer ran in under his hands and twisted him up. He's down on strikes for the second out of the inning. Now on to 2 outs in the inning. It's Riley Green. Ugly effort there as he chased one that was way off the plate away as his playoff struggles continue. And now we go to the top of the third. Garrett Cooper, flare into shallow right center field. Long run for Baddoo. Dives and makes the catch in the gap. And that is a sensational play to start the inning. We'll take another look here. Baddoo, it's a pretty good jump on this one. Pretty straight route to it. And then he lays out full extension to get that one just before it goes to the turf. So now 1 away for Henry Davis. Fastball up and in, got him swinging. That's another strikeout for Rodriguez. Give him 5 already in this one with 2 away in the third. Now to the bottom of the third, 1 out for Mondesi. He gets a fastball right down the middle on a 1-0 pitch. Turns on this one and hits it deep to right field, and that one gets out of here into the bleachers. And Alberto Mondesi's outstanding playoffs continue as he registers his second home run of the postseason. And that will make it 2-0 Tigers. 1 out in the inning now for Akil Baddoo. Slices one into left center field. That gets down for a base hit. He's got some pretty good speed, so we'll see if the Tigers want to try and put him in motion. 3-2 pitch now and 2 out to Perez, and he popped that one up, and that's not going to do it. Wait a minute, we missed a play there. Baddoo came in to score on a Devers double, so apologies for that. But it is now 3-0 Tigers as we head to the 4th inning. And it's going to be Rodriguez going back to work. He gets Shohei Ohtani down on strikes to end the inning, sets him down in order again, and Rodriguez is locked in. 6 strikeouts now through 4 innings. Austin Meadows watches ball 4 as it's a walk to start the inning here in the bottom of the 4th. Baez due up for the Tigers. They put him in motion on a 3-2 pitch. He swings through it, and then Meadows is just toast at second, so it's a strike him out, throw him out, double play. And that would pretty much put an end to the rally in the Tigers' half of the 4th. Now to the 5th, Rodriguez gets another strikeout there as he's racking them up. That's now 7 with 1 out in the 5th inning. On to the bottom of the 5th, 2-2 to Tyler Stevenson. A hanging curve, but he swings through it for the first out of the inning, and that's 5 Ks for Woodruff. Now it's Akil Baddoo's turn. 0-2 pitch, fastball up and in. Got him swinging to end the inning, and it's 3-0 now as we head to the 6th. And the Brewers go back to bat, and it's Christian Yelich. Hard line drive to the right side, but Perez knocks it down. Excellent play there to get to his feet, recover, and flip to the bag to get the out. And Rodriguez yet again sets them down in order, and now it's 2-3-4 due up for the Tigers in their half of the 6th. Andrew Benintendi going to start things off. 2-1 pitch, back up the middle into center field for a base hit, and the Tigers have the leadoff man on. That would bring up Rafael Devers, but before he comes to the plate, that is going to do it for Brandon Woodroof. He goes 5+ innings before they turn to the bullpen now, and it's going to be Eric Lauer coming on to relieve. They trail by 3. He's got a runner at first and nobody out here in the 6th inning. So the Brewers are going to have to get some good work from the bullpen and hope that they can get to Rodriguez down the stretch here. Rafael Devers chased a fastball up out of the zone. He's down on strikes, and that's the first out of the inning. 2 away now for Austin Meadows. He lines one into right field off the end of the bat. That's going to get down for a base hit. Makes it 1st and 2nd now. And 2 away and brings up Javier Baez. 2-1 pitch to him is a fastball up and in. He turns on one, hits it high and deep to left field, but he just missed that one as that's going to be caught short of the wall, and that'll do it for the Tigers in the 6th. They strand a couple. It's still 3-0, and we're going to the 7th. Rodriguez still out there. 0-2 pitch gets Black swinging on a slider down and away. That is now 8 strikeouts for Eduardo Rodriguez, as he has been outstanding in this ball game. Next batter is going to take one into right center field. That's going to get down. Baddoo looked like he had a chance to make that catch, but he could not do so, and it gets down for a 1-out single and the first base runner in a while for the Brewers. Next batter, actually with 2 away, it's Willie Adames on a 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss on a fastball up. 9 strikeouts for Rodriguez, just 2 hits allowed through 7 innings. We go to the stretch. Tigers still up 3-0. Eric Haas on the pinch hit, twisted off on a cutter down and in. Nice pitch from Lauer there, gets him for the 2nd out of the inning, and the Tigers are held scoreless. And now they turn to the bullpen with a 3-run lead. It's going to be Dylan Floro coming on to work the 8th inning here. Just 1 1/3 innings of work so far in the postseason. In 1 appearance, he struck out 3 and didn't allow a base runner over those 4 hitters. And then it's Urias, swing and a miss. He's down on strikes. That's the 1st out, and Floro picks up where Rodriguez left off. That's now the 10th Brewer to go down on strikes. Then it's Tyrone Taylor, misses down low for ball 4, does Floro, and now it's a base runner with 1 away. 2 away now for Henry Davis, and he takes this ball into left center field. Long run for Green. Looked like he had a chance to catch that, maybe had to dive for it. He doesn't, and that ball goes all the way to the wall. It's going to go down as a triple for Davis. The rookie drives in a run to make it 3-1, and the Brewers are finally on the board, and now the Tigers not messing around here with 2 outs in the 8th. The runner on 3rd, they turn to Andrew Chafin, making his 5th appearance of the year. He's worked 4 innings. He's got 4 saves and as many opportunities, and he's been outstanding for them all year long. Christian Yelich on a 2-2 pitch, popped it up. Devers is under it, and that's going to do it for the Brewers in the 8th. They get 1, but they strand a runner in scoring position, and now we go to the bottom of the 8th with the Tigers still ahead by 2 after the RBI triple from Davis. And Brent Cedar now going to come on to relief for Milwaukee, making his 3rd appearance of the postseason. 2 1/3 innings of work, hasn't allowed a run, and hoping to keep that streak going. But Akil Baddoo going to take one into center field. That'll get down. It's a base hit to start things off. And again, speed on the bases for the Tigers. We'll see if they try to put him in motion and get him into scoring position. There he goes with 1 out. It's a fast or changeup misses inside rather, and he is into second with a stolen base. Now into scoring position with 1 out. Devers would pop one up, and now Jonah Perez. How about that play from Suter behind the back, and then fires to first to get him, and that saves a run as it's now 3-1. We go to the 9th. Andrew Chafin still out there. It's a 1-2-3 9th as Shohei Ohtani hits a grounder to short, but a nice play there by Devers to get him, and the Tigers hang on to win 3-1. Now they lead 2-0 in the series as we get ready now to head to Milwaukee. And we'll be there for the next 3 ball games. And Milwaukee's going to have to, you'd think, would at least have to win 2 of those to keep things interesting. Well, obviously they have to win 2 of them. As we look at the box score, 3 hits and a walk for the Brewers, 10 strikeouts. Nobody had an extra base hit other than Davis, the RBI triple, and that was pretty much all of the offense in this one. Woodruff, his 2nd loss of the postseason, 5 innings, 6 hits, a walk, 6 strikeouts, 3 earned, and then Lauer goes 2 innings scoreless. Suter fires the 8th rather, scoreless. The Tigers end up with 8 hits and a walk. They struck out 9 times. Devers doubled, Benintendi doubled. They got a pair of hits from Baddoo and Benintendi, who each scored runs. The other run was from Mondesi when he hit the home run, his 2nd of the postseason. He had an RBI, as did Devers and Perez. Baddoo, his 2nd stolen base. Meadows was caught stealing on the hit-and-run situation earlier in the ballgame. Rodriguez, excellent game, 7 innings, just 2 hits allowed, no walks, 9 strikeouts, no runs. Floro comes in, gives up a couple of hits, or actually a hit and a walk and an earned run, but gets a hold, and then Chafin goes the final inning and a 3rd for his 5th save of the postseason, and the Tigers take this one 3-1. All right, so we are now up 2-0 in the series. We now have to go out to Milwaukee, and we'll play Corbin Burns with Spencer Turnbull going against him. So I don't necessarily like this pitching matchup, but I certainly like having the 2-game advantage. Now, Burns is a very good pitcher, probably underrated in this game based on how well he is performing in real time this year. But here we go. So gonna stick with the standard lineups. I'm really thinking about doing something with Riley Green though, and going with Victor Reyes. Why don't we do that? He just has not been very good. So, and we're going to move Stevenson up and see if maybe that can spark something for him. We're going to leave Mondesi in the 9-hole because he's basically a second leadoff hitter for us right now. So let's rock this lineup and see how we do. Not a good start.
He's safe.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
3.
Okay.
3.
He got out of it, limiting the
Take your base,
damage.
ball 4.
Let's put him in, let's actually just
He's
send him.
safe.
There we go.
3. Ball 4. Take your base.
Oh, come on, Turnbull.
3.
At least give us a chance. I'm going to let Benintendi hit there. I didn't want to run us out of an inning.
Take your base. 3. He's safe.
Come on, let's get the bats going.
3. 3. 3.
Jeez. There's Mondesi.
He's safe.
All right, so we got him 90 feet away. Come on, Benintendi's such a good contact hitter. I gotta let him swing. Come! Oh! You gotta be kidding me. I thought about a squeeze just to try and get a run and kind of make something happen. But I'm thinking Benintendi is so good at putting the ball in play. What's the point? Ooh, that is huge. Javi Baez with a 2-run dinger. Now we're within 1. I'm going to let him pitch to Davis. And he gives up a double. Let's go with Alexander.
Your attention, please.
Oh, we got him at the plate.
He's
Number
safe.
70.
And now an error
Alexander.
with Ohtani.
Take your base, ball 4.
I'm okay with that. Now we got to go
3.
to Agent Zero. My man.
3.
I got a pinch hit here. Badu is not that good against lefties.
Pinch hitting for Detroit.
Dang it.
Number 9. Willie
Ball 4. Take your base.
Castro.
Ball 4. Take
Oh,
your
no.
base. Take your base.
What
ball
is
4.
going on? All of a sudden he can't throw strikes? Come on, Strom. Get me out of this. Come on, dude.
3.
Well, we lost game 3. And now we're back to the game 1 matchup. No. It was Mize and Ohtani, wasn't it?
Welcome to the show, baseball
So they're
fans.
going to Ohtani
Here's
on
what's going
short
in the baseball
rest.
world on this October morning.
I'm not
In
going
Game
to do
3 of
it.
the World Series,
I'm going to
the
go with
Brewers
Skubal.
put together 10 total hits as they defeated the visiting Tigers 5-2. They trail in the series 1-2 going into
now
Game
what
4.
stinks is that if we
Thanks for
win,
joining
like
me.
if
That's
we
all for
play the
today's
next game with
postseason
Casey
recap.
Mize on the bump,
Same
we're going to
place,
see Brandon
same time
Woodroof
tomorrow.
again. No,
Enjoy the
we might
games.
not. Either way, I still think we go with Skubal here. He's been pitching well, and we just kind of take our chances. We'll let Riley Green go today. Yeah, I mean, Reyes didn't really do anything for us anyway, so
Play ball.
just hope he breaks out of it. Rafi Devers.
Ball 4. Take your
Oh,
base.
come on, Baez. Oh, that would have been huge. Put a ball in the gap right
He's
there.
safe.
Busted open.
He's safe. He's safe.
There we go. Good job
Ball
getting
4.
out of
Take
that.
your base.
Dude, Mondesi might get
3.
playoff MVP and
3.
World Series MVP. He's been incredible.
Take your base. Ball 4.
Come on,
3.
Baez. Come on. Riley Green, one time. Dude.
First base.
Oh, no.
He's safe. 3.
All right, they're on the board, but we're still up. That's big. Let's bunt here.
3.
Mondesi's so hot, let's just let him swing. He strikes out.
3.
Unbelievable.
3.
And there's our defense.
Ball 4. Take your base. 3.
Devers with 2 bombs.
3. 3.
Let's
Ball
go.
4. Take your base.
Dude, Mondesi. My man. And now Skubal has done his job. There's Perez getting in on the home run action. And Baez, 6-1. This one's getting out of reach. Let's give him one more base runner.
3. Take your base. Ball 4. 3.
Who's this guy? Okay, he's lefty. Doesn't really matter.
3.
Wow. He's just shutting them down. All right, there we go. Let's go to the bullpen. We've got a 5-run lead. Let's go with Givens. Surely he can get us 3 outs.
Ball 4, take your base. 3.
There we go. All right, so we win 6-2, and now Casey Mize and Luis Severino. How good is he? Let's just
Good morning, everyone.
here
Welcome
to
Inside the Show, your source for all postseason
He's
news.
a 90.
Here's a recap of yesterday's playoff
So,
baseball. The Tigers knocked
this is
out
going to
10
be a
hits as
huge
team as
game.
they
Now,
took a
Casey
victory
Mize
against the
has
Brewers in
been
Milwaukee,
on
6-2.
it in the
And
postseason.
that's what's going on around baseball
3-0
here in October.
record.
Join us
He's
again tomorrow
fresh
for updates from
and
around
ready
the
to
postseason.
rock. And we got a chance to win it all in Game 5 on the road. Now, let's just go ahead and kind of look forward to the next couple games. We would have Rodriguez, and I think I would go with Skubal if he's fresh. If he's ready, he gets the ball in Game 7 if it gets that far. He's the better pitcher. He's been locked in the postseason. I don't know how much we get out of Turnbull anyway, just because he doesn't have a lot of stamina. So if it goes to Game 7, it would be Skubal. So Mize, Rodriguez, Skubal. 89, 86, 83 is what we're dealing with. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, y'all. And for them, wow, they are pretty well stacked here. So I don't know why they wouldn't be sporting a 5-man rotation. But it's Severino today. Woodruff, who's been struggling. Severino hasn't even pitched. He's a 90 overall. This is the first time they're starting him all postseason? What the hell is that about? So that's just messed up. But either way, we've got, they have the edge for starting pitching. Their bullpen, maybe not so much. But this is the game we want to win. Mize versus Severino. And Casey Mize needs to go out there and show the world why he should have been the Cy Young winner this year. But you're going to have to wait and see if that's going to happen. So get ready, and we're going out to Milwaukee for Game 5. And here we are at Miller Park in Milwaukee for Game 5 of the World Series. The Brewers backed up against the wall. They did manage to take Game 3, but they still trail 3-1 in the series. This is obviously a must-win situation for them if they even want to send it back to Detroit for the final 2 games of the series if necessary. But the Tigers looking to close it out for their first World Series championship in 4 decades. As we look at the results of the first 4 games, the Tigers take Game 1 and 2 by 2 runs apiece. The Brewers bounce back with a win in Game 3. Tigers took Game 4 6-2, and now it's going to be up to Luis Severino on the mound as the starter against Casey Mize in this one, trying to keep things alive for the Brewers. And there's a look at the numbers for Severino this season: 33 starts, 14-8, a 3.02 ERA, and a 1.19 WHIP. 204 strikeouts, so he can rack them up from time to time, and it's definitely a solid major league pitcher. Starting things off, an 0-2 pitch to Akil Baddoo, and he goes down and golfs one into the right center field gap for extra bases. It's a stand-up double for Baddoo, and the Tigers already with a runner in scoring position, a mistaken location there. And now Andrew Benintendi watches one outside. It's a 4-pitch walk. It'll at least set up the double play, but now it's first and second, nobody out. And 3-4-5 coming up for the Tigers. First up, Rafael Devers chased the fastball up out of the zone. Down on strikes, and that's a big first out. Now a double play would get him out of the inning, and it's Jonah Perez. 3-2 pitch is taken through the left side. Baddoo's going to round third and head for home. Here comes the throw, but it is not going to get him, so the Tigers already out front 1-0 here in Game 5 after the RBI single from the rookie Jonah Perez. Then it's Austin Meadows, ground ball to second, 4, 6, 3, double play. That'll end the inning, so the Brewers do get out of it and minimize the damage, but a great start for the Tigers as they jump out to an early lead, and it's 1-0. And now I'll look at the numbers for Casey Mize in the postseason. 3-0, a 1.77 ERA, 20 1/3 innings of work, 13 hits, 5 walks, and 22 strikeouts for a .89 WHIP. as he has been outstanding. First batter, Christian Yelich swinging first pitch. Fastball taken deep to left center. That ball is going to go off the wall. It's extra bases for Yelich and a stand-up double for both leadoff hitters in this ball game. Now it's runner in scoring position, nobody away, just one pitch into the ball game. Now 0-2 to Tyler Black. Fastball up and in, got him swinging. That's a big one there. And the first strikeout for Mize. Then it's Kettle Marte, 1-2 pitch to him. Goes back to that fastball up and in and blew it by him for the second out of the inning. And now it's going to be up to Shohei Ohtani with 2 downs. It's a splitter down and away and got him with the nasty pitch there. And a good job by Mize to spoil the leadoff double as he bounces back to strike out the side. And the Tigers lead 1-0. On to the top of the second. 3-0 pitch to Baez. That is going to miss high. It's a leadoff walk. Severino already at 27 pitches at that point. And now with 2 away, they put him in motion. Here comes the throw, and it is going to get him to end the inning. Great throw there by the rookie Henry Davis. And now we go to the bottom of the second. Willie Adames, ground ball back up the middle and into center field on a 1-2 pitch. The splitter just didn't get down enough, and they got a base hit now and a runner on with nobody out. Swing and a miss there as it's going to be the 4th strikeout already for Casey Mize. Then it's Garrett Cooper, 0-2 pitch. Chopper to second with 2 away. Mondesi fields and gets him. And 2 scoreless innings of work now for Casey Mize. And now we head to the top of the third. Andrew Benintendi with 2 away, 2-2 pitch. Ground ball to the right side. Pretty routine there. It's a 1-2-3 third for Severino. And now it's Casey Mize going back to work. Christian Yelich tried to check his swing but went around. It's another strikeout for Mize. He's now got 5 with 2 away in the third. Then Tyler Black, 1-2 pitch. Slider down and in, twisted him up. And another strong inning of work for Casey Mize. It's 1-0 after 3, top of the 4th now. 3-2 pitch to Rafael Devers is a nasty changeup down and away, and he goes down on strikes for the second time now. That's the second strikeout for Severino on the day. Now it's Austin Meadows. There's that changeup down and away, got him swinging as well, and a solid inning of work for Severino as these pitchers are getting settled in now. 1 away in the bottom of the 4th. Swing and a miss. That's Ohtani going down, chasing one up and away, or up and in. 7 strikeouts for Casey Mize with 2 outs in the 4th, and now it's going to be Willie Adames. Looks at a slider down and away that just barely misses, apparently off the plate. Mize not really happy with the call, but the inning continues now. 3-2 later in the at-bat is a curve down and away, and a great piece of hitting there by Adames to take it into center field. And he takes advantage of the second chance and drives his way onto first. And now with 2 away, that ball's into the gap. That's going to get all the way to the wall. Benintendi's going to run it down. And Adames is going to come all the way around to score. And this game is tied at 1. So a huge break there perhaps from Milwaukee on the close call there to not ring up Adames. And now he comes around to score and tie the ball game. But now the next batter is going to fly out to right. Badu has that one to end the inning, but Luis Urias drives in game-tying run with the RBI double, and it's 1-1 as we head to the 5th. Javi Baez swinging, chops one to third, barehanded try, but he's going to throw it away down the right field line. Baez rounds first, heads for second, and he is going to get there. He takes a huge turn, but settles for 2 bases. He turns back and gets into second, so it's a single and an E5. And the Tigers with a runner in scoring position. Now nobody out in the inning, and Riley Green, 1-2 pitch is a slider down that got him swinging as he has just had a horrific postseason. 4th strikeout for Severino. Then it's Tyler Stevenson, fastball driven down the right field line, but he got under that one. Pretty routine out there in right field. Baez will tag and advance to third. So he's now 90 feet away, but 2 outs in the inning, and it's up to Eduardo Mondesi. 0-1 pitch to him is up the middle. Backhanded stop at second. Jump throw got him, and that will do it. So they strand the runner at third, and we're tied at 1. Halfway home in this one. We go to the bottom of the 5th. 3-1 to Garrett Cooper. Misses low. It's a leadoff walk from Casey Mize, and the Brewers are in business. Next batter, Henry Davis. He's got a 2-2 count here and takes a slider up the middle and into center field. So now it's first and second after the 8 and 9 hitters both reach for the Brewers here in the bottom of the 5th. Next batter, Christian Yelich. 2-1 pitch. Didn't hit it real hard, but he finds the hole through the right side, and now it's bases loaded, nobody out, and a huge opportunity for the Brewers. And look at the pitch count for Casey Mize here in just the 5th inning. He's already up there in the high 80s. He gets a ground ball to second here, and it gets the double play. So that is huge. The 6-4-3 twin killing, but a run does come in to score as Tyler Black grounds into the double play, and the Brewers now lead 2-1. 2 outs in the inning for Marte. Lifted into left field. Benintendi is under that one, and that's going to do it for the Brewers in the 5th. But they grab the lead now. It's 2-1 as we head to the 6th inning, and they lead for the first time in the ball game. Andrew Benintendi, 2-1 pitch with one away, takes that ball into left field, and he's on with a 1-out single. Severino is at 97 pitches at that point, and that's going to be it for his day, as they're going to turn to the bullpen as the veteran right-hander pitched very well in this one. He is in position for the win if they can hang on to the lead, as it's now 2-1 here in the top of the 6th. And they are going to turn to the bullpen, and it's going to be the left-hander Eric Lauer coming on, making his 5th appearance of the postseason. He's worked 8 innings, a 7.88 ERA, but obviously a small sample size. First batter he faces is Rafael Devers, and he's going to draw a walk. And now it's first and second with one away, and Jonah Perez coming up. 0-1 pitch to him is hit hard, but right at the shortstop. Call it a 6-4-3 double play to end the inning, and the Brewers hang on to lead as it's 2-1 now as we go to the bottom of the 6th. Casey Mize still out there. First batter is Shohei Ohtani. Grounded up the middle. Baez with the shift. Diving stop. Throws from his knees. They roll him safe, but the Tigers are going to want him to take another look at this one. So they challenge. We'll take another look at the slow motion replay here. As you will see, it does look like the throw beats him. There it is in the glove before the bag, or before the foot hits the bag, and they are going to overturn that one. Ohtani is out for the first out of the inning, and now it's 2 away for Riley Green in the bottom or the top of the 7th. Chop to the left side, pulls him off the bag. That is the 2nd error at third base in the ball game, and now a runner on with 2 away. Tyler Stevenson lifts one down the left field line. Long run into foul territory, and he atones for his sins, making the great grab there. So Urias with a couple of errors, but makes a nice grab there to end the inning. And now to the bottom of the 7th, Dylan Floro on in relief, making his 3rd appearance of the postseason. 2 innings of work. He's allowed 1 run. And with 2 away and a runner on first, ground ball right at Mondesi. That ball was hit hard, but the Brewers are held scoreless, and we go to the 8th, still 2-1. Now they turn to another left-hander out of the bullpen, as it's going to be Brent Cedar coming on in relief, making his 5th appearance of the postseason. Still no earned runs allowed, and he's hoping to keep it that way. With 1 away, the Tigers are going to pinch hit with Willie Castro, who has been outstanding in this postseason. 2-1 pitch to him is hit through the left side and into the outfield for a base hit. He's got some speed, and with 1 out and a 1-run ball game, they're going to decide to put him in motion. The pitch misses low. Throw was pretty good, but it's late, and Castro into scoring position now with 1 away. Andrew Benintendi watches one just off the outside corner. Suter does not get the call, and now it's first and second, 1 out, and Rafael Devers coming up. He's been struggling a little bit in the series, and he's going to hit a ground ball to the right side here. They're going to go to second for 1, but he loses it on the transition, so no double play. Not sure if they would have got him anyway, but the runner is safe first, and the inning continues. Now runners on the corners, 2 away for Jonah Perez. He hits it hard, but right at the third baseman. Urias sends it over to second. They get the out, and that will end the inning, as it's 2-1 now as we head to the bottom of the 5th. Tigers going to turn to the bullpen again. This time it's Matt Strom coming on, as the lefty has been pretty solid for them so far in this postseason. 1 run allowed in 4 innings of work. 2-2 pitch to Tyler Black is a curve at the knees. He got the call. That's the first out. Then it's Kettle Marte. 3-2 pitch to him. Kind of off the end of the bat, but he hit it hard enough to get it through the left side for a base hit. And the Brewers have a man on with 1 away. Shohei Ohtani, 1-0 pitch to him. He's grounded to the left side. Baez fields, turns and throws. It's wide. Mondesi is off the bag. They don't get anybody, so rule it an E6. You'll see another look here, as it's not an easy play, as he's got to kind of turn and throw this off balance, but he pulls him off the bag, and now it's first and second, 1 away for Willie Adames. Ground ball right at Mondesi, and that's going to be a 4-6-3 double play to end the inning. Going to the 9th, the Tigers trail by 1. It's 2-1 here in Milwaukee, as the road squad is down to their final 3 outs. And it's going to be, who's leading off here? We'll see in a second, as Devin Williams coming on looking for the save. He's 3 for 3 in the postseason, hasn't allowed a run. And a guy that's got a nasty changeup, actually features what they call a screwball as well. 3-1 pitch to Austin Meadows, misses low, ball 4. And the leadoff man is on as he walks the tying run to start the inning. Next batter, Javier Baez. 1-2 pitch to him. He goes up and hits one to right field, but just missed that one. Pretty routine out there. That's the first out as Meadows retreats to first. 2-2 now to Riley Green. Fastball up and away, got him swinging 97 miles an hour, and that's the second out. Now the Tigers down to their last chance. Tyler Stevenson, fastball up, he was ready for it and takes it into center field, swinging on the first pitch. He's got a base hit, makes it first and second. The Tigers would pinch run with Victor Reyes at second to give him some speed, and hopefully a base hit could tie this thing. It's Eduardo Rodriguez on an actually he's swinging first pitch, hits his chopper to the left side. They get the out at second, and that is going to do it. The Brewers are still alive as they win Game 5, 2-1 here at home to send things back to Detroit for Game 6 and Game 7 if necessary. Look at the box score. The Tigers end up with just 6 hits. They walked 5 times, only struck out 5 times, 2 of those for Riley Green, who has just had a horrific postseason, now hitting .030 in the postseason. Padu had a double. Perez the only RBI, his 11th of the postseason. He also hit into a double play, as did Meadows. Baez with his second error. Castro with his second stolen base. Baez also caught stealing. Mize falls to 3-1. Pitched well, 6 innings, 6 hits, a walk, 7 strikeouts, 2 earned. Floro a scoreless 7th, and Strom a scoreless 8th. And now a look at the Milwaukee box score here, as it's 7 hits, 2 walks, and they struck out 8 times, and 3 of those were for Tyler Black, who went 0 for 4 with 3 Ks on the day. Yelich had a double. Urias a double also. He had an RBI on that one. Adames with a hit into a double play, as did Tyler Black, the only time he managed to put the ball in play. Urias also with a couple of errors on the day, but it ended up not mattering, as Severino goes 5 1/3, 4 hits, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts, 1 earned. Lauer an inning and 2/3 scoreless, gets a hold. Suter an inning scoreless, gets a hold, and then Williams with the save in the 9th gave up a hit and a walk, but they do win 2-1 and force Game 6 back in Detroit. All right, so we lost Game 5 2-1, which sends it back to Detroit for Games 6 and, if necessary, Game 7. And I actually had a goof where I quick managed that game, and it auto-saved afterwards, but I was not recording, apparently. And it was one for the ages, because it was a 1-0 pitcher's duel. Eduardo Rodriguez goes, as you'll see, 8 1/3, 2 hits, 4 walks, 9 strikeouts. And then one of the 4 walks was Shohei Ohtani. I bring in Brandon Webb. Ohtani tries to steal second, and Tyler Stevenson throws a absolute strike to second base to barely get him. And then Webb strikes out. Who did he strike out to end it? He struck out Adames to end the ball game. And the run that we scored was also awesome, because Riley Green finally gets a base hit, his second of the postseason. I have him steal, and he makes it, and then Stevenson promptly gets a base hit to drive him in. And that was the only run of the ball game. Basically, the 2 guys on our offense that had struggled the most in the postseason stepped up in Game 6, and we get a 1-0 victory, and it was awesome. So we didn't get to see the freaking on-field celebration. That was a bummer. The one thing that I do want to look at, and this is when I realized that I wasn't recording, is I hit Advanced Day and then went back to look and see who got the playoff MVP and World Series MVP, and I couldn't because it started doing all this off-season stuff, and I would have had to have waited until next regular season starting to actually look back at like previous award winners. So anyway, Javi Baez gets it for both, which I don't understand that, because if we go in and look at statistics, you ready for this? In the postseason, Now, Castro didn't play as much. Mondesi, look at his numbers. He hit .405, 2 home runs, 10 RBIs, and 6 stolen bases. So, Baez had 1 more home run, but he hit .263. He had... he hit .319. It's actually not that bad. And he stole 4 bases, drove in 8 runs. However, he also had a couple of errors. Like, he just wasn't that great for us in the postseason. So I'm kind of, the numbers offensively are pretty good, but Mondesi was the better of the two. Like, that's just trash. I could see Baez maybe getting the World Series MVP if the numbers were kind of skewed during that series, but for the playoffs, Mondesi was definitely the better of the two. He had the same number of hits, more RBIs, more stolen bases, and played better defense. So, whatever. That is actually now going to do it for this episode, because once I click Advanced Day, we're going to get into retirements, off-season moves, Hall of Fame inductions, and all that stuff. And that's going to be the entirety of the next episode, is everything that has to happen in the off-season to get us ready for another series or another season to see if we can defend our title. So the first time in 40 years, the Tigers are World Series champions, and that will do it for this episode. If you have not done so already, please be sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, comment below, and we will see y'all next time.
Good evening, friends and neighbors. Or shall I say this afternoon?